Welcome to God Loves the LGBTQ community. I'm Pastor Chester Hitchcock, and in this video I want to share with you some about the symbols and the flags, as well as the abbreviations used by the gay community. As a straight ally and advocate, I have made my share of faux pas when it comes to terms and lingo, and I decided that I wanted to improve my knowledge to better assist this community in getting their rights in society. Let me begin by saying that if you are straight and considering becoming an ally, but you're afraid that you might say the wrong thing accidentally, as a general rule, most gay people are patient and graceful if they feel that you are truly being sincere and trying to help. I have had some to kindly correct me in some of the words that I had used in the beginning. In fact, if you watched my 2-minute trailer video for this series, you might as well know I modified it after I got several comments informing me that one of the things that I had said was particularly viewed offensive by those of the LGBTQ community. Therefore, I totally revised the video. In the rest of my videos, you can see my vocabulary improving over time, and in a future video, I will cover a lot of the terms and definitions for those who are interested. But keep in mind, these terms are evolving and changing all the time. And that's why those who are gay are generally patient with straight allies who are just trying to do their best. So let's begin with the abbreviations. Generally in my videos, I just simply say the LGBTQ community. But some simply use LGBT. Others use LGBTQIA+, or some variation to that. Let's take the letters first and see what they mean. L is lesbian, G is gay, B is bisexual, T is transgender. Q stands for queer or questioning, I is for intersex, A is for asexual, and of course the plus is added to ensure that those who feel that they are not part of any category, that they are accepted as well. Finally, it has also been called the alphabet soup, affectionately, not in as a mockery. Therefore, whether it is written with just a few letters or many, or whether it has a plus at the end or not, the community as well as the allies and advocates are intentionally inclusive to all those who seek a place and a group of safety. As for symbols, there are a number of symbols that have been used by the LGBTQ community, and so I'd like to begin with what was known as the pink triangle. Homosexuality was technically made illegal in Germany in 1871, but it was rarely enforced until the Nazi Party took over in 1933. And part of their mission to purify Germany was that the Nazis arrested thousands of LGBTQ individuals, mostly gay men, and placed them in concentration camps. And just as the Jews were forced to wear a yellow star, gay men were forced to wear pink triangles. And even after the Nazi regime fell, many gays remained incarcerated in Germany until the early 1970s. Also early in the 1970s, gay rights movements began to emerge in Germany, and the LGBTQ community reclaimed the pink triangle as a symbol of liberation. Other symbols that have been used to represent members' unity and pride and shared values and allegiance to one another would also include the ace ring, a black ring also known as an ace ring, which was worn on the ring finger of one's right hand as a way of being asexual. The ring is deliberately worn in a similar manner as one would wear a wedding ring to symbolize marriage. The use of the symbol began in 2005. Also, ace cards have been used as a symbol, particularly those who identified as asexual, meaning that they don't have sexual desires. That's a little bit oversimplified. You can look it up and find out more specific on that, but due to the time constraint here, we'll move on. But due to the phonetic shortening of asexual to ace, the ace was used as a symbol. Then there is the double gender symbols that are sometimes used as well. Lesbian and gay couples and individuals would use them. And interlocking gender sex symbols. Two interlocking female symbols would represent a lesbian or a lesbian couple or a lesbian community. And two interlocking male symbols would represent a gay man or gay couple or a gay community. And the symbols first appeared in the 1970s. Then there was the freedom rings. Freedom rings, designed by David Spada, are 6 aluminum rings, each one of the colors of the rainbow flag. They were released in 1991. Symbolizing happiness, diversity, these rings were worn by themselves or as part of a necklace or bracelets or even keychains. They were sometimes referred to as Fruit Loops. Then there was the handkerchief code. In some New York City gay circles of the early 20th century, gay men wore a red necktie or bow tie as a subtle signal. In the 1970s, the handkerchief or hanky code emerged in the form of bandanas, worn in the back pocket in colors that signaled sexual identity. And then there was the lambda. Lambda is a Greek letter. In 1970, the graphic designer Tom Doerr selected the lowercase Greek letter lambda to be the symbol of the New York chapter of the Gay Activist Alliance. The Alliance's literature states that Doerr chose the symbol specifically for its denotative meaning in the context of chemistry and physics, quote, a complete exchange of energy, that moment or span of time witness to absolute activity. The lambda became associated with gay liberation, and in December of 1974, it was officially declared the international symbol for gay and lesbian rights by the International Gay Rights Congress in Edinburgh, Scotland. The gay rights organization Lambda Legal and the American Lambda Literary Foundation derives their name from this symbol. Then there is the transgender symbol, a symbol of the female, of the male, and of the genderqueer symbols combined around a circle is used to represent transgender people. Other symbols included unicorns and green carnations and violets. But it seems that the symbol that has connected the best is the rainbow. Originally designed by artist Gilbert Baker, the design has undergone several revisions since its debut in 1978. The first flag had 8 colors. However, the traditional, still most common variant consists of 6 stripes: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. The flag is typically flown horizontally with the red stripe on top, as it would be in a natural rainbow. LGBTQ individuals and allies currently use rainbow flags in many rainbow-themed items and color schemes as an outward symbol of their identity or their support. In addition to the rainbow, many other flags and symbols are used to communicate specific identities within the LGBTQ community. I counted no less than 20 different flags. The rainbow flag celebrated its 25th anniversary in 2003 during the Gay Pride celebration in June of that year. Gilbert Baker restored the rainbow flag back to its original 8-striped version and advocated that others do the same, and he later unveiled his final version with 9 stripes for the 39th anniversary of the first rainbow flag. The rainbow flag has found wide application on all manner of products. The rainbow flag colors are routinely used as a show of LGBTQ plus identity and solidarity. The rainbow colors have become so widely recognized as a symbol of the LGBTQ pride and identity that they have effectively replaced most other LGBT symbols, including the Greek letter lambda and the pink triangle. One common item of jewelry is the pride necklace and freedom rings, consisting of of 6 rings, one of each color on the chain. As a pastor and an ally advocate for the LGBTQ+ community, I particularly appreciate the rainbow symbol for the gay community. Those who are familiar with the story of the Great Flood know that the rainbow was a symbol that God placed in the sky as a promise that he would never again destroy mankind with a flood. But beyond that was the hope that the rainbow promised. Genesis chapter 9 verse 16 says, "The rainbow shall be in the cloud, and I will look on it to remember the everlasting covenant between God and every creature of all flesh that is on the earth." I like that verse, don't you? God's everlasting covenant is with mankind, all mankind, straight and gay, but also with every and all flesh that is on the earth. The rainbow as a symbol for the LGBTQ+ was chosen to represent every and all of God's children who have been treated as less than human by others due to their gender identity. The rainbow flag as a symbol of the LGBTQ+ represents Jesus' description of the difference between the sheep and the goats in Matthew chapter 25. Those who enter the kingdom of heaven are not described as those who are perfect and sinless, but those who care about others. Jesus said, "When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink. When I was sick and in prison, you visited me. And inasmuch as you have done unto the least of these who are my brethren, you have done unto me." Spoiler alert. Least doesn't mean the least important in God's eyes, but the least respected, the least accepted, or the least loved, or the least powerful. Even in Jesus' day, religion had a tendency of separating people according to those who were included from those who were excluded. And the rainbow covenant given to Noah was symbolic of Jesus himself, who came to show the Father's love. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. If this video has been helpful to you, give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and choose all so that you can get a notification the next time I put up a video. I love you all, and God loves you all the more.